Hey guys, Miso here, back at you with another Maplestory 2 video, and I apologize for the boring gameplay in the background. I'd already finished all my dungeons and finished kind of a lot of the things that were more exciting, I guess, and needed to make some videos, so I was like, why not? I need to do my dailies, just record that. But, alright, into the topic. Today, I want to talk about the topic of prices for cosmetics. Now, there's been a lot of talk around this topic. I've seen it all over Reddit, probably on forums as well. Don't really check the forums, but I'm sure there are people talking about it. And even the developer memo addressed that as well. So I bet you're all wondering where I stand on this. And to be honest, I personally understand where everybody's coming from. And I would love it if cosmetics were cheaper because, let's face it, I love making my character look good, but in my opinion, I don't think it's good for the game in the long run. So let me explain that a little bit more. I think it's honestly kind of unreasonable that we're complaining about this. Now, I know this is not a very popular opinion, but this is what I feel. Think about the last time you were at a Target or a Best Buy or any like a grocery store. Have you ever gone up to the, people working at the counters and been like, "Excuse me, sir or madam, I think this Nintendo Switch is way too expensive. Please lower the price by at least $100. People don't do that. That's just not something people do. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm like, why are people complaining about prices? If you don't like it, then don't buy it. It's not like any of this stuff is necessary to play the game. And here's the thing. Some people can argue that more people would buy cosmetics if they were cheaper, and that would make Nexon more money. While the part where more people would buy the cosmetics is absolutely true, I don't think that it will make Nexon more money. Because it means that each item would be selling at a lower price. Now let me explain this more in detail. Imagine if all PlayStation 4 Pros, all of a sudden, were dropped down to $100 each, and Sony would still make a profit from that price, right? They're currently at $400 each, but they dropped down to $100 each. So many people would go out and buy one. There would be so many people rushing to the stores to buy it. But that would also mean that you would need 4 people to buy a console to make it worth the same as what it was before at $400. So one person buying at $400 would be the same as 4 people buying it at $100. And that's kind of where it really nets out. Nexon, I'm sure, has done the calculations. They're a business in the end, so they're going to try and find ways that make the most money, but also make as many players happy. So I'm sure the prices that they have set on are prices where they think that it'll balance out, where there would be a good number of people buying, but also at a price that would net them more money. Now, I know what you're saying. Oh my gosh, Nexon is just a money-grubbing organization. And while I do think that is true, I don't think that at least the Maplestory 2 team is on that same page. So Nexon has done us a huge, huge, huge favor by taking out all of the pay-to-win aspects of the game. And, that exists in KMS, that exists in CMS, and for Maplestory 1 Global and, around the world. That's where they get most of their revenue, from the pay-to-win aspects of the game, because there are always going to be whales out there dumping huge amounts of money into the game to get their gear to be better than others, whatever. But so in GMS 2, they need to compensate for that by making the cosmetics more expensive, because in the end, they are a business and they need to make money to survive. If they don't make money, they don't make Maplestory 2 anymore, and that would suck because the game is amazing. Now, there is one thing in the cash shop that you would argue gives players a slight edge, and that would be premium membership. But really, that is $5 a month. People are paying so much more for WoW subscriptions, and you can play the game for free still, but get this little tiny advantage and a lot of quality of life things for $5 a month. Now, I understand there are people out there that can't afford that $5 a month, but that's where those people need to get a little creative. Through playing through the heroic storyline or the epic storyline, we get blank t-shirt templates to customize and sell on the design shop. We get like 3 or 4 of those, I think. And if you're just a little bit creative, maybe you don't even need to be a little bit creative, you can get $5 a month, and probably more if you're really creative. Like, you could probably go walk down the block, take a look at what people are wearing in the mall or whatever, and just take some of those designs. Like, of course not copy it completely if there are brands on it, but just take the design and make it on the Maplestory design store, and you can sell those. Okay, so just an example for me. This is me. I am a terrible artist, and I'm literally using a mouse and keyboard to make this trash. And I was still able to make around 700 merits in less than a month. I mean, the game's only been out for like, what, 2 weeks? So I believe that anybody out there can make that $5 a month off of just the design store, which is another thing where Nexon is technically losing out money on, because every merit you get through the design shop is money not spent buying NX on them. So there are just so many things that they have put into this game that make it so that I feel it's justified that the cosmetics are so expensive. And honestly, I don't even think that the cosmetics are that outrageous. Like, this is another game that I play, Path of Exile, and there are a lot of people that play it. It's a really popular game, it's really successful, and take a look at how much their cosmetics cost. So these are supporter packs that you can buy at the beginning of every league, and it starts at $30. You get some cosmetics, but look where it goes up to: $160, $240, $480. That is so expensive. And you could say, okay, you're getting a lot of things in this pack, and you're right. But take a look at their individual items in their cash shop. 640 coins is $64 for wings. $46 for this cloak. $30 for this portal effect. $84 for this armor set. The stuff in this shop is ridiculous, but people still play the game. There's not many people that complain about it. Definitely if you go onto their Reddit, it's not like one of the top things on their list every day. So there are games out there that are way more expensive, and Maplestory 2 is definitely more expensive than Maplestory 1, but I definitely don't think it's out of the realm of reason. And in the end, if you don't like it, you don't have to buy it. And if it's really is too expensive and people aren't buying it, then Nexon will notice that. They're like, yo, guys, we're losing money because this is too expensive. Then they'll eventually drop the price and kind of find that happy equilibrium. So I really don't think there is a need to complain and blame Nexon for this, because I think, honestly, in the long run, it's a good decision for them to make the cosmetics more expensive, because that keeps the game running and that gives us a game to play. So I think, at least for Maplestory 2 Nexon, they're doing a lot of things to make the game the best experience for us, but in the end, they're still a business and looking to make a profit. I definitely understand this is not a popular opinion, but this is what I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And remember, as always, like, subscribe, comment, and I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.